no grander story to tell than mankind's quest to go to the moon. I wanted to really make a POV, first-person, almost virtual reality version of 1960s space travel. It was very much about trying to see what they see.
T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal.
Hear what they hear. Feel what they feel.
Man, it flies easy.
This was a much more complicated movie to edit than, for example, La La Land, which was a lot of oneers. You know, this was shot like a documentary, so in a way it had to be cut like a documentary, which means you've got a mass of footage that doesn't always lend itself to easy continuity, and you have to find a way to shape all of that.
He shot over 1 million feet of film in several different formats, 16 millimeter, 35 millimeter, VistaVision, and IMAX. It was pretty daunting, actually.
Okay, very nice. Eddie. Tom is someone who I've just worked with so many times that I don't know how I would work without him, you know?
I'm lucky because when I get footage that has Ryan Gosling in it or a performance by Claire Foy, it's an editor's dream.
It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
What's funny?
No, it's not funny. It's just... it's kind of neat.
This movie, Damien wanted to be very messy and jagged, like it's being cut with a rusty razor blade.
He said, look, my instinct here is that I want to capture how visceral and hard and terrifying this journey was.
Cinema verite style posed some challenges for the editing. I mean, I had to kind of change the whole way I work with the footage. So I would look for snap zooms and finding focus and flares and things that I often avoid. It makes it feel a little more naturalistic and real.
Son, go stand in the corner.
It's not funny.
Trying to find that balance between documentary reality and heightening where needed to sort of create this immersive, sometimes surreal, overwhelming experience.
Lift off. Let's go.
It's the stuff I love to do as a screenwriter, which is to thoroughly immerse yourself in a world.
He told me that he really wanted this movie to feel like we were putting a 16 millimeter cameraman
Vehicle looking good.
into a Gemini or Apollo spacecraft and shooting them up into space.
Stand by for Gemini launch.
When the audience feels how scary that is and realizes how dangerous that was, I think then the true heroism kind of comes out.
5, 4, 3, 2.
It's hard to overemphasize how big a role sound played and needed to play in this movie. For example, the Gemini launch never cut outside the spacecraft. Well, those windows in the Gemini craft are small. Sound becomes this huge storytelling component.
We had Seiko.
We want to be as authentic as we could,
T-minus 2 minutes and counting.
and we want to portray the fury and the insanity of the Saturn V.
She had to fill it with groans and creaks and other strange sounds.
So that it could give the audience a sense of unease, like, get me out here.
Once we sort of got into the mix and started playing with the sound design, we started incorporating everything from the sounds of horses stampeding to lions roaring to serpents hissing. Even more otherworldly sounds that add up to a tapestry that feels both real and heightened at the same time.
The craft itself is like this howling creature that they are riding in.
He really wanted to make people feel like they were about to explode.
At certain instances, we would literally strip away everything so that it feels as though the sound has been cut off in the theater. Like on the moon.
We copy you down, Eagle.
The door bursts open, the air rushes out before it immediately drops into silence.
I really feel like the silence emphasizes the intensity of the sound. The first thing you hear is his breath through that helmet. And it's him hearing his own breath. And then little by little, then we start to hear sounds.
I'm going to step off the limb now.
It creates this moment. It makes you think about what the journey it took them to get there.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
It's experiential more than it is being a viewer.
I wanted the whole feel of the film to not just capture what something was literally like, but you also want to try to get at what it might have felt like.
Hey guys, here's today's Daily Fact. Now, NASA shows the film Armageddon during their management training program. New managers are given the task of trying to spot as many errors as possible. At least 168 have been found so far. Now click here below to subscribe for more great content, or on the side, watch another video. Bye.